go. Y'all ready? Everybody make sure their little switches up on the mics. Up. Yeah. Check, check, check. Give me a little check. Yo, 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 yo. Okay. Give me a check, remember? Ooh. Dude, I think that one's loose.
Is it?
That might be loose or something.
The XLR's on work.
Huh. That's weird. It's Let's see, give it a little tap. Perfect. Yeah, I don't know why that was. You see that? Yeah. Weird. I've never seen this with waveforms. Check, check, check. Perfect. Welcome to Aaron Scene's After Party. I'm your man, Aaron Scene, and we are doing the spooky edition, the Halloween edition of the After Party. But as always, make sure to check out afterpartyinc.com. The Rumps and Bumps jersey is now available, but not for very long. We're going to do one more giveaway. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at Aaron Scene, at Aaron Scene's After Party. And as always, we got a very special lineup for you today. Today we got Mr. Alex Majestic in the building. Almost messed that one up.
What's going on, guys?
What's going on, my man? How you doing?
Bro, first timer, bro.
It's a first timer. We're gonna pop his cherry tonight, and not the kind of cherry y'all thinking. Okay, we're gonna pop the good kind of cherry.
It's the first time
the podcast cherry.
First time I'm not gonna talk shit to people, but I might shit my pants. You know.
He might shit his pants. He was already scared. We started doing a little bit of work. As soon as we got here, Alex was a little scared, but he brushed it off. He's a big boy. We got Mr. Eddie Blends in the building.
Yo, what up, everybody?
Eddie, I'm sorry we don't have an extra mic for you, man. I really do apologize.
That's all right.
The good thing is, the only time Eddie talks is when he's really fucked up. So, they're here watching him, making sure he doesn't have a sip of alcohol today, making sure that he stays behaving. So, it's good to have you, Eddie.
Good boy. Thank you.
And we have our amazing guests in the building today. Like we said, it's a paranormal episode of the podcast. We have Ramiro and we have Randy from, I'm sorry, what was the name? Paranormal Research Investigations. Investigations or investigators?
Investigations El Paso.
Investigations El Paso. That's what your Instagram stands for. I could not figure out what it stood for.
PRIELP.
There you go. That's right. Thank you guys for coming on, making time on this Monday. I know, Mondays can be a little hectic, a little busy. Thank you guys. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Well, first off, we want to extend our thanks and appreciation from the entire team for giving us this opportunity to sit here and talk about this, and hopefully kind of clarify and dispel some of the myths that go on in this type of work that we do.
Okay, perfect.
So I'm Ramiro Galvan. I've been doing this for 25 years, and over the course of all those things, we've learned some things, and we have a dedicated team of people that are all volunteers, and we all have that one common bond, is that we're all dedicated to finding the truth on reported paranormal phenomena. So before we go in there and we tell people, or we jump the gun, let me rephrase that, before we jump the gun and say, oh my God, you're haunted, no, we go in as skeptics and we try to dispel, debunk, look for rational, logical explanations first before we take the next step. Then whatever we document that we cannot find any rational explanation for, then we'll go back to the client and go, this is what we documented. We're not here to convince you there's something happening. There's nothing, and we're not here to convince you there's not. This is what we documented, and it's your call. We're not going to try and convince them. We're not going to try and force them to believe one way or the other. Okay. So that's basically our job, is just to find out, are there things truly happening or not?
And would you say you're a skeptic, or would you say you're a believer?
I go in as a skeptic. When we go do investigations, we'll always go in as skeptics. And Randy here can tell you, because I give classes on this, is it's always good to go in as a skeptic, because you tend to stay more impartial rather than being influenced by something that people are telling you about. Because imagine if you're not a skeptic and you walk into a place and somebody's telling you, oh my God, I've seen this, this, and this happening.
You kind of already go in that state of mind.
Exactly. Okay. And vice versa. When we go to a client's place, whether it's a business, residence, or wherever, we walk in, we don't tell them, or we don't ask them, hey, tell us about your ghosts, tell us about your hauntings. And the reason is because they might be in a state of mind already that they're already thinking that something's happening there. So now you got a group of people coming in and asking you those specific terminology. In their mind, it's just going to reinforce what they already believe in.
Yeah.
So what we do is we'll come in and ask them, hey, so tell us about this phenomena that you're experiencing. Tell us about whatever events that you're having, whatever kind of experiences are you going through. We try to remain neutral, so it's not to bias it one way or the other.
Okay.
Am I making sense?
Yeah, no, that
Okay,
makes
great.
perfect sense for sure.
And this is Randy here.
Randy, go ahead. You've been a little quiet.
Yeah, my name's Randy. This is my second year being on the team, so I'm fairly new
Okay.
to this. Came in as a believer, but as Ramiro did mention, we do go into investigations and we go in as skeptics, and that's what we do.
How do you get in that mindset to like, okay, I'm not gonna, if I hear something, feel something, I'm not gonna, automatically jump the gun and think, oh, this place is haunted. How do you keep that skeptic mindset?
I usually, for me personally, when I go in there, I like to just try and keep a clear head.
Okay.
Clear head, not feeling anything or whatever until I get into the building, and then I start feeling things out. I like to feel things out and see, is there a change in temperature? Is there a change in EMF in the air or something like that? So
Yeah.
I like to keep to being a skeptic until at the end of our investigation, we can talk about and say, yes, this place has activity, or no, this place was just an investigation for us.
You've only been on it 2 years. Have
Yes.
you had one of those spooks yet? Like where you're like, you couldn't explain that. It just scared the living shit out of you.
Yes. At the Adobe Deli, we were doing a workshop there one time, and that's where I saw my first apparition, full body apparition.
Really?
Yes.
And the Adobe Deli is a restaurant roughly about I want to say more like 10 miles outside of Deming. And it used to be a
okay.
2-room schoolhouse. And the owner, his guy's name is Van, very real nice guy, bought it and converted it into a restaurant. I first met them in 2011, and we first investigated that place then. We had some things that happened that we couldn't explain, and then in 2016, they actually called us in because they had said things started picking up. There was activity had started increasing, and the thing that kind of got them on edge was the owner was moving in the kitchen, moving a coffee pot, and he spilled some coffee on the floor. So he said he threw a towel down there on the floor to soak it up while he moved the coffee pot, and then came back to pick it up. And when he looked down, he took a picture and sent it to me. But he looked down and he saw his name on there, Van.
Oh shit! In the towel?
In the towel.
Yeah.
And I have a picture of it too. So that brought us back in. And we actually had some people with us who had never done this before. One of them was a newspaper editor from the Deming Headlight newspaper at the time. And he had never done this, and he was a skeptic through and through. However, during the night as it progressed, we started experiencing some things, and a lot of times you may not personally hear these things, but our equipment, which we set up cameras all over the place, will record it. Okay. And there's a theory on that, is that whatever is there may be communicating a frequency that we ourselves can't hear on a physical level. Okay. They call those EVPs, electronic voice phenomena, because only electronic equipment, or back in the day when I first started, analog equipment, the old cassette recorders, can only pick this up, but it's all basically electrical. Yeah.
Okay.
So oftentimes we won't hear anything, but then we go back to review what we filmed, and then also we start picking up voices that we've never heard. We didn't hear physically ourselves, or we might pick up sounds like footsteps in areas that we weren't there, but the camera was. So the Adobe Deli is well known for all sorts of activity happening there, specifically centered around a little girl that's been seen there. Matter of fact, our 2016 investigation resulted in Ghost Adventures coming in and contacting us to come in and film an episode there in
wow.
2017.
This was at the same restaurant.
Correct.
Okay.
And how do you separate if it's like something demonic and it's like some good energy asking for like help or anything like that?
One of the things, and let me give you a little bit of background that we had talked about previously. One of the things that we do, or I like to do, is when I first started in the field, as I mentioned earlier, There was really no guidebook.